it's me Erica, and so today I'm going to be reviewing the Bokuto Kotaro Nendoroid from the Haikyuu series, who appears in the second season of Haikyuu, who always yells "Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah," and has his own emo mode, and also is one of the players that helps Suki grow as an individual with the help of Kuro. And I decided to pick him up from Tokyo Otaku Mode, which is a super cool site where you can buy authentic Japanese related merchandise such as anime figures, keychains, and other fashion items. And I really like it for their Tom system points, which actually has currency which you can use as real money on their site. So I really like that aspect of it, and that is why I mainly buy from there. And if you haven't bought anything from Tokyo Otaku Mode, be sure to look in the description box below for a 5% off code on your first purchase. And so with that, let us get started. So Bokuto comes from Fukudo Dani, I believe, and they have like a yellow, black, white, and gray theme scale, so the box imitates that. And all the Haikyuu boxes have like an indent of a volleyball on them. I just think that's really cool. And most of them are actually matte, also matte boxes, which is a really cool thing if you want to display the box, but unfortunately I don't have any room, so I can only display the actual figure of it. But Bokuto is really nice. I'm really excited to see his facial expressions because in the anime he does have very, how do you say, exciting facial expressions. So we're gonna unbox him right now. So now that I unboxed him, looking at him, he has 3 facial expressions, a jacket that is similar to Oikawa's design in that you could place it on the back of him so it's like flying through the wind. He also has an extra leg piece for his hoses on the ground and a bunch of arms, and also a net and a volleyball court. So this Nendoroid is actually the first Nendoroid I've seen, apart from Kageyama and Hinata, to have a volleyball like net piece, because those were the only two, if you wanted to have a net, this was the those were the only two that you could have to have that net piece. But I guess they're putting it for Bokuto for some reason. I feel like they should just done that with the other characters for like Oikawa and Iwazumi. Like, I don't know, it just seems so random to do it with Bokuto, and if my memory serves me, probably his partner Akashi would probably have the second half of this set. But it's weird to me that they decided to do that with this one instead of the Oikawa and Iwazumi set, but I don't know. But it is a different color from the ones that come with the Hinata and Kageyama one, which is red, this one's blue. But just looking at his facial expressions, I really like it just by first look, because his facial expressions are very different from one another. Like, they're really cool, because a lot of the Haikyuu Nendoroids, they have nice faces, but I feel like Bokuto's is a more dynamic choice. So instead of me just talking, I'm gonna do a kind of pan through of all of the faces, or at least most of the faces that this Nendoroid comes with. But I don't know, I just really like his hair. Like, oh my god, that's so cool. And it's like an owl, because they're mascots now. Okay, let me stop fangirling. Okay, so I think I showed most of his poses, and I have to say, like, I really love this Bokuto Nendoroid. As I said in the beginning, his facial expressions seem like they just really came out of the anime. Like, I could foresee it like being in there. And I also really love how detailed his hair is, because I mean, I've seen Bokuto cosplayers and I'm just amazed of how they could actually get his spiky hair, and just seeing it in figure form is almost the same thing, because I'm just like, how in the heck did they do that? Because with swoops, like Hinata's hair, it's pretty, like, I would say like a lot of anime guys have that hair, but spiky hair, like, that's really hard to mimic, especially his. I don't know, anyway. I also like how this Nendoroid has pegs for everything. Similarly to the Oikawa Nendoroid, he has a peg for the jacket which can insert to his back, and then an extra hole to insert into the stand. And he also has a peg on his hand when he holds a volleyball, but I don't think I showed that one. But the big problem with the earlier Haikyuu Nendoroids, namely the Hinata Nendoroid, was that there's no peg to actually hold the ball, so the ball would always like slip through. So I really appreciate that there's more stuff, and also that there is more security when it comes to securing the parts that are going onto the Nendoroid, so it doesn't lose anything. So of course I totally recommend this Nendoroid if you're a Haikyuu fan, or even if you're not a Haikyuu fan, I would suggest it just because the facial expressions are one of the best that I've seen out of all the Haikyuu Nendoroids. So yeah, if you like this video, be sure to watch the other Haikyuu Nendoroid unboxings I have done. And for that, thank you so much guys for watching, and see you next time. Bye!